everyone, and welcome to another episode of Driving Insights Podcast by M5 Management Services, where we cover ways for your fixed operations department to gain efficiency, customer retention, and long-term profitability. I'm your host, Tim Harkins, brand manager here at M5 Management Services, and on today's show, we'll talk about succeeding as a service advisor through maintaining a positive attitude, developing key characteristics, and understanding the importance of personal interactions and integrity in the service industry. So buckle up, you're listening to Driving Insights. Now, before we get started with today's episode, I want to tell you a little bit about the Complete Service Manager Workshop. So are you a service manager looking to sharpen your skills and boost your department's performance? Our 5-day intensive workshop is designed just for you. Dive deep into advanced financial strategies, master logistical solutions, and elevate your customer experience game. Led by industry expert Lee Harkins, this hands-on program offers practical tools and techniques you can implement immediately. From optimizing profitability to crafting effective pay plans, we cover it all. Join us to transform your service department into a powerhouse of efficiency and customer satisfaction. Don't miss this opportunity to take your career to the next level. Sign up now at www.m5ms.com. Just click the banner at the top of the page for more information. So let's talk about attitude in the workplace. It's the foundation of success, particularly for service advisors. You've probably heard phrases like, "Don't give me that attitude," or "You need an attitude adjustment." These comments often point to a negative outlook, which can be incredibly detrimental in a professional setting. For service advisors, attitude is everything. It colors every interaction, shapes customer perceptions, and ultimately determines your effectiveness in the role. A positive attitude can turn a challenging situation into an opportunity, while a negative one can sour even the most straightforward transactions. So consider this. As a service advisor, you're often the first point of contact for customers who may be stressed, frustrated, or anxious about their vehicle issues. Your attitude sets the tone for the entire service experience. A warm, confident, and solution-oriented approach can instantly put customers at ease and build trust. Now, on the flip side, a dismissive or irritable demeanor can escalate tensions and damage the relationship between the customer and your business. Remember, your attitude isn't just about customer interactions. It affects your relationships with colleagues, your ability to handle pressure, and your overall job satisfaction. A positive attitude fosters resilience, creativity, and a willingness to go the extra mile. These are all crucial traits for excelling in the service industry. So, as we dive deeper into succeeding as a service advisor, keep in mind that your attitude is the lens through which you view and approach every aspect of your work. It's a powerful tool that, when harnessed effectively, can propel you towards success and make your job more fulfilling in the process. So let's explore how personal interactions and perceptions mold success in the service industry. As a service advisor, every conversation, every gesture, and every decision you make contributes to how others perceive you. These perceptions, in turn, play a crucial role in determining your overall success. So think about this. When customers bring their vehicle in for service, they're not just looking for technical expertise. They're seeking reassurance, clear communication, and a sense that concerns are being heard and addressed. Your ability to connect with them on a personal level, to empathize with their situation, and to communicate effectively can make all the difference. It's not just about what you say, but how you say it. Your tone of voice, body language, and even your facial expressions all contribute to the customer's perception of you and, by extension, your dealership or service center. A warm smile, attentive listening, and a confident demeanor can instill trust and put customers at ease, even in stressful situations. These personal interactions extend beyond customers too. Your relationships with colleagues, technicians, and management all contribute to your success. Being able to collaborate effectively, communicate clearly, and maintain positive working relationships can streamline operations and lead to better outcomes for everyone involved. Remember, in the service industry, perceptions often become reality. If customers perceive you as knowledgeable, trustworthy, and committed to their satisfaction, they're more likely to return and recommend your services to others. Similarly, if your colleagues perceive you as reliable and easy to work with, they're more likely to support you and contribute to your success. So as you go about your day-to-day tasks, always be mindful of how your interactions shape others' perception of you. Each interaction is an opportunity to build trust, demonstrate your expertise, and lay the foundation for long-term success in the service industry. All right, next, let's dive into the key characteristics that customers and employers expect from top-notch service advisors. 3 traits stand out as particularly crucial: trustworthiness, empathy, and listening skills. First up is trustworthiness. This is the bedrock of any successful relationship in the service industry. Customers need to feel confident that you're giving them honest advice and looking out for their best interests. This means being transparent about necessary repairs, costs, and timelines. It also involves following through on your promises and commitments. When you consistently demonstrate trustworthiness, you build a reputation that not only brings customers back, but also leads to valuable word-of-mouth referrals. Next, let's talk about empathy. As a service advisor, you're often dealing with people who are stressed, inconvenienced, worried, or all of the above about potential costs. The ability to put yourself in their shoes and genuinely understand their concerns is invaluable. Empathy allows you to connect with customers on a human level, going beyond just fixing their vehicles to actually addressing their emotional needs. This might involve acknowledging their frustration, offering reassurance, or finding ways to minimize the impact of repairs on their daily lives. Now, lastly, we have listening skills. And this goes far beyond simply hearing what a customer says. Active listening involves giving your full attention, asking clarifying questions, and demonstrating that you've understood their concerns. It's about picking up on both the spoken and unspoken cues that can help you provide better service. Good listening skills also help you gather all the necessary information to diagnose problems accurately and offer appropriate solutions. These 3 characteristics, trustworthiness, empathy, and listening skills, work together to create a positive customer experience. They help you build strong relationships, solve problems effectively, and turn potentially stressful situations into opportunities for exceptional service. By focusing on developing and demonstrating these traits, you'll set yourself apart as a service advisor and pave the way for long-term success in your career. So let's talk about the power of choice when it comes to maintaining a positive attitude. It's a game changer in the service industry, and it's something entirely within your control. Every day, you face numerous challenges as a service advisor: difficult customers, unexpected vehicle issues, tight deadlines, the list goes on. In each of these situations, you have a choice. You can choose to react negatively, letting stress and frustration take over, or you can choose to respond positively, viewing each challenge as an opportunity to showcase your skills and provide excellent service. This power of choice extends beyond individual interactions. It's about your overall approach to your work. You can choose to see your role as just a job, or you can choose to view it as a meaningful career where you help people solve problems and keep their vehicles running smoothly. This shift in perspective can dramatically impact your job satisfaction and performance. Remember, no one can give you a positive attitude. It's not something that comes from external factors like pay raises or promotions. It's an internal decision that you make moment by moment throughout your day. When you consistently choose a positive attitude, you'll find that it becomes a habit, making it easier to maintain even in challenging situations. Choosing a positive attitude doesn't mean ignoring problems or pretending everything is perfect either. Instead, it's about approaching challenges with optimism and a solution-oriented mindset. It's about believing in your ability to handle whatever comes your way and seeing setbacks as temporary rather than permanent. And by exercising your power of choice and consistently opting for a positive attitude, you'll not only improve your own work experience, but also inspire those around you. Your positivity can be contagious, influencing your colleagues and enhancing the overall atmosphere of your workplace. So embrace this power of choice. It's your secret weapon for success as a service advisor. Next, let's address a crucial truth. Developing and maintaining a positive attitude isn't always easy. It's a challenge, and it's important to acknowledge that fact. Many service advisors struggle with this aspect of their job, and if you find it difficult, guess what? You're not alone. The fast-paced nature of the service industry, coupled with the pressure to meet customer expectations and business targets, can wear down even the most optimistic of individuals. There will be days when maintaining a positive outlook feels like an uphill battle. You might face a string of unhappy customers, unexpected vehicle complications, or personal stressors that make positivity seem out of reach. However, recognizing this challenge is the first step towards overcoming it. Understanding that a positive attitude requires effort and conscious choice can help you approach it as a skill to be developed rather than an innate trait you either have or don't have. Just like technical knowledge or communication skills, a positive attitude can be learned and improved over time. The crucial part is understanding why this challenge is worth tackling. A positive attitude isn't just about feeling good. It's a key driver of success in your role as a service advisor. It affects how you interact with customers, how you handle problems, and how you collaborate with your team. It can be the difference between a satisfied customer who returns and recommends your service and one who leaves frustrated and takes their business elsewhere. A positive attitude also impacts your own job satisfaction and career progression. It can help you stay resilient in the face of setbacks, open your mind to learning opportunities, and make you a more valuable team member. Managers and colleagues appreciate working with positive individuals, which can lead to better assignments, more responsibility, and potential advancement opportunities. So, while developing a consistently positive attitude is indeed challenging, it's a challenge worth accepting. By acknowledging the difficulty and committing to working on your attitude daily, you're setting yourself up for long-term success in your career as a service advisor. Remember, it's not about being positive 100% of the time. It's about striving for positivity and bouncing back when negativity creeps in. So let's explore some effective strategies for boosting your self-esteem and how this can positively influence your attitude as a service advisor. Self-esteem is the foundation of a positive outlook, and nurturing it can transform your professional life. Start by recognizing your strengths. Every service advisor has unique talents and skills. Maybe you're exceptionally good at explaining complex repairs in simple terms, or perhaps you have a knack for calming upset customers. Take time to identify what you do well and celebrate these abilities. When you acknowledge your strengths, you build confidence in your capabilities. Next, focus on continuous learning. The automotive industry is always evolving, and staying up to date with the latest technologies and service techniques can significantly boost your self-esteem. Seek out training opportunities, read industry publications, or shadow experienced colleagues. As your knowledge grows, so will your confidence in handling various situations. And don't shy away from constructive feedback. While it can be uncomfortable to hear about areas where you need improvement, this feedback is invaluable for growth. View it as an opportunity to enhance your skills rather than a criticism of your worth. When you address your weaknesses head on, you'll feel more assured in your overall abilities. Practice self-compassion. It's easy to be hard on yourself when things don't go as planned, but remember that everyone makes mistakes. Treat yourself with the same kindness you'd offer a friend or colleague in a similar situation. This self-compassion can help you bounce back from setbacks more quickly and maintain a positive attitude. Set achievable goals for yourself. These could be daily objectives like resolving a certain number of customer issues or longer-term aspirations like becoming a team leader. As you accomplish these goals, no matter how small, you'll build a track record of success that boosts your self-esteem. Surround yourself with positive influences. Seek out colleagues who have a constructive outlook and learn from their approach. Their positivity can be contagious and help shape your own attitude. Remember, as your self-esteem grows, you'll find it easier to maintain a positive attitude even in challenging situations. This positive outlook will shine through your interactions with customers and colleagues, making you more effective in your role and opening doors to new opportunities. Boosting your self-esteem is an ongoing process, but the impact on your attitude and success as a service advisor makes it well worth the effort. So let's talk about something difficult: failure. It's a word that often carries a heavy, negative connotation, especially in the service industry. But what if we could shift our perspective and see failure not as an endpoint, but as a stepping stone to success? As a service advisor, you'll encounter situations that don't go as planned. Maybe a customer leaves unsatisfied despite your best efforts, or you miss a crucial detail in a vehicle inspection. These moments can feel disheartening, but they're also rich with potential for growth and learning. When faced with failure, your first step should be to analyze what happened. Ask yourself, what led to this outcome? What could I have done differently? This isn't about beating yourself up. It's about gathering valuable information. By understanding the factors that contributed to the failure, you're equipping yourself with knowledge to prevent similar situations in the future. Next, try to extract lessons from the experience. Every failure carries within it the seeds of improvement. Perhaps that unsatisfied customer taught you a new way to handle difficult conversations, or maybe the missed detail in the inspection highlights a need to refine your process. These lessons are invaluable. They're personalized learning experiences that no training manual can provide you. It's also important to recognize that failure is a universal experience. Even the most successful service advisors have had their share of missteps. What sets them apart is their ability to bounce back and apply what they've learned. By reframing failure as a normal part of the growth process, you can reduce the fear and anxiety often associated with making mistakes. Remember the story of WD-40, the famous lubricant, right? It got its name because it was the 40th attempt at creating a water displacement formula. Those 39 failures were necessary steps toward creating a product that's now used worldwide. Similarly, your failures as a service advisor are often necessary steps towards becoming exceptional at your job. By embracing this mindset, you'll find yourself becoming more resilient and adaptable. You'll be more willing to take on challenges and try new approaches, knowing that even if things don't work out perfectly, you'll gain valuable experience. This attitude not only aids your personal growth, but also contributes to a more positive and innovative work environment. So the next time you face a setback, take a deep breath and ask yourself, what can I learn from this? By reframing failure as an opportunity for growth and learning, you're setting yourself up for long-term success in your career as a service advisor. Now, if you're a service manager aiming to elevate your team's performance and departmental success, we've got the solution. Our expert consultants can help you cultivate the key characteristics of top-performing advisors and implement strategies for positive customer interactions. We'll guide you in fostering a culture of positivity that transforms challenges into growth opportunities. Ready to take your service department to new heights? Visit our website, www.m5ms.com, and schedule your free consultation today. So let's dive into the importance of always giving your best effort as a service advisor, no matter what the outcome might be. This principle is a cornerstone of professional success and personal satisfaction in your role. When you consistently put forth your best effort, you build a reputation for reliability and excellence. Customers and colleagues alike will come to trust that you're always operating at the top of your game. This reputation can open doors to new opportunities and help you weather the occasional storm when things don't go as planned. Doing your best also provides a buffer against self-doubt and regret. Even when faced with a challenging situation or an unhappy customer, you can find solace in knowing you gave it your all. This mindset helps maintain your confidence and positive attitude, which are crucial in the service industry. It's important to note that your best might vary from day to day. Some days you'll be firing on all cylinders, while others might be more of a struggle. The key is to bring your best self to work each day, whatever that looks like. This approach acknowledges that you're human, while still holding yourself to a high standard. Consistently doing your best also fosters a growth mindset. When you're always striving to perform at your highest level, you naturally seek out ways to improve and learn. This could mean researching new automotive technologies, refining your communication skills, or finding more efficient ways to manage your workload. Remember, the outcome of a situation isn't always in your control. A customer might be having a bad day, or a particularly complex vehicle issue might arise. By focusing on giving your best effort rather than fixating on the outcome, you maintain a sense of control and purpose in your work. This principle extends beyond individual interactions or tasks. It's about approaching your entire role with a commitment to excellence. From the way you greet customers in the morning to how you handle end-of-day paperwork, bringing your best effort to every aspect of your job creates a pattern of success. And by always doing your best, you're not just serving your customers or your employer, you're serving yourself. You're building skills, character, and a track record that will serve you well throughout your career as a service advisor and beyond. So no matter what the challenge you face, commit to bringing your best self to work each day. The results might surprise you. Let's talk about how channeling your energy into meaningful work and seeking innovation in your daily tasks can transform your experience as a service advisor. This approach can turn routine responsibilities into exciting challenges and opportunities for growth. First, consider the impact of your work. As a service advisor, you're not just processing paperwork or scheduling appointments. You're helping people maintain their vehicles, often their second largest investment after their homes. Your work ensures their safety on the road and helps them avoid costly repairs down the line. When you view your role through this lens, even the most mundane tasks take on a new significance. Now, let's think about innovation. It's easy to fall into a routine, especially with tasks you perform daily. But what if you approached each day with fresh eyes? Look for ways to streamline your processes. Maybe you can reorganize your workspace to be more efficient or develop a new system for following up with customers. These small innovations can make a big difference in your productivity and job satisfaction. And don't be afraid to question the status quo. If you notice a process that seems inefficient or outdated, brainstorm ways to improve it. Your unique perspective as someone on the front lines of customer service is invaluable. Your ideas could lead to improvements that benefit not just you, but your entire team and your customers. Seeking innovation also means staying curious and open to learning. The automotive industry is constantly evolving, with new technologies and service techniques emerging regularly. Make it a point to stay informed about these developments. This knowledge not only helps you serve your customers better, but also keeps your work interesting and engaging. Remember, innovation doesn't always mean grand, sweeping changes. Often it's the small, incremental improvements that add up to significant positive change over time. Maybe it's finding a better way to explain a complex repair to a customer, or developing a more effective method to prioritizing your daily tasks. These small innovations can make your work more meaningful and enjoyable. By channeling your energy into meaningful work and constantly seeking ways to innovate, you're not just improving your job performance. You're also cultivating a mindset that will serve you well throughout your career. You'll find yourself more engaged, more satisfied, and more valuable to your organization. So challenge yourself to find purpose in your work and to look for opportunities to innovate, no matter how small. Your work as a service advisor is important, so approach it with the energy and creativity it deserves. Let's delve into the critical role of integrity in your work as a service advisor. Integrity is about consistently doing the right thing, even when it's challenging or when no one is watching. It's a quality that can set you apart in your field and build lasting relationships with customers and colleagues alike. In the service industry, you'll often face situations where the easy path and the right path diverge. Maybe you're tempted to gloss over a minor issue to avoid upsetting a customer, or perhaps you're considering cutting corners to meet a deadline. These moments are tests of your integrity, and how you respond can define your career. Choosing integrity means being honest, even when it's uncomfortable. It means admitting mistakes, delivering bad news with empathy, and recommending only necessary services. While this approach might seem risky in the short term, you might fear losing a sale or facing a customer's disappointment, it pays dividends in the long run. Customers can sense when you're being genuine. They appreciate transparency and straight talk, even if the news isn't what they want to hear. And by consistently demonstrating integrity, you build trust. This trust translates into customer loyalty, positive word-of-mouth referrals, and a reputation that will follow you throughout your career. Integrity also applies to your interactions with colleagues and management. It means following through on your commitments, giving credit where it's due, and speaking up when you see something might be wrong. These actions foster a positive work environment and mark you as a reliable, trustworthy team member. Remember, integrity is not about perfection. We all make mistakes. What matters is how we handle those mistakes. Owning up to errors, taking responsibility, and working to make things right are all hallmarks of integrity. Maintaining your integrity can be challenging, especially when you face pressure to meet sales targets or handle difficult customers. In these moments, remind yourself of the bigger picture. Short-term gains achieved through compromising your own values are rarely worth the long-term cost to your reputation and self-respect. By prioritizing integrity in your work as a service advisor, you're not just doing right by your customers and your employer, you're also investing in yourself. You're building a foundation of trust and respect that will support you throughout your career. So when faced with a tough decision, ask yourself, what's the right thing to do? Then have the courage to follow through. Your future self will thank you for it. Let's explore the concept of personal motivation and its profound impact on your job satisfaction as a service advisor. So, understanding what drives you can be a game changer in how you approach your work and find fulfillment in your role. Think about what gets you out of bed in the morning. Is it the satisfaction of solving complex vehicle issues? The joy of helping customers, the thrill of meeting sales targets, or perhaps it's the opportunity to learn and grow in a dynamic industry. These are all valid motivators, and recognizing which ones resonate with you is crucial. Many people assume that money is the primary motivator in any job. While financial stability is important, research shows that intrinsic motivators like personal growth, autonomy, and purpose often lead to greater job satisfaction and long-term success. As a service advisor, you might find motivation in mastering new skills, building lasting relationships with customers, or contributing to your team's success. It's worth noting that motivations can change over time. What drove you early on in your career might differ from what motivates you now. Perhaps you started out excited by the fast-paced environment, but now you find satisfaction in mentoring newer team members. Regularly reassessing your motivators can help you stay engaged and aligned with your current goals. Understanding your motivations also helps you navigate challenges more effectively. When faced with a difficult task, connecting it to your personal drivers can provide the push you need to persevere. For instance, if building customer relationships motivates you, focusing on that aspect can help you maintain a positive attitude during a busy, stressful day. Your motivations can also guide your career development. If you're driven by continuous learning, you might seek out additional training or certifications. If leadership motivates you, you could express interest in supervisory roles. By aligning your career path with your personal motivations, you are more likely to find long-term satisfaction in your work. And remember, There's no one-size-fits-all when it comes to motivation. What drives your colleagues might not be what drives you, and that's okay. The key is to identify and embrace your unique motivators. When you're clear about what fuels your passion for your work, you're better equipped to find fulfillment in your role as a service advisor. So take some time to reflect on what truly motivates you. How can you align these motivators with your daily tasks and long-term career goals? By understanding and harnessing your personal motivations, you can transform your job from a mere paycheck into a rewarding, satisfying career. So lastly, let's talk about the delicate balance of accepting workplace rules while keeping a positive attitude. Every job comes with its own set of rules and expectations, and the role of a service advisor is no exception. These rules might range from dress codes and scheduling policies to sales targets and customer interaction guidelines. At first glance, rules might seem restrictive or even frustrating. You might find yourself questioning why certain procedures are in place or feeling limited by specific policies. However, it's crucial to understand that these rules often exist for good reasons, to ensure consistency, maintain professional standards, and create a smooth running operation. The key is to shift your perspective. Instead of viewing rules as obstacles, try to see them as frameworks that support your success. For instance, a strict protocol for vehicle inspections isn't there to slow you down, but to ensure you provide thorough, reliable service to every customer. By embracing these guidelines, you're setting yourself up to deliver consistently high-quality work. Adapting to workplace rules doesn't mean you have to lose your individuality or creativity. Within the boundaries of these rules, there's often room for personal flair and innovation. Maybe you can't change the dress code, but you can find ways to make your customer interactions uniquely engaging while still following company guidelines. When you encounter a rule that you find challenging, take a moment to understand its purpose. If you're unsure, don't hesitate to ask your supervisor for clarification. Understanding the why behind a rule can often make it easier to accept and follow that rule. Remember, your attitude towards workplace rules can significantly impact your job satisfaction. A positive outlook doesn't mean you have to love every rule, but it does mean choosing to focus on how you can succeed within that given framework rather than dwelling on limitations. If you genuinely believe a rule is outdated or counterproductive, there are constructive ways to address this. Gather evidence, think through alternatives, and present your ideas professionally to management. Even if changes aren't made immediately, your proactive approach will be noticed and appreciated. And by accepting and adapting to workplace rules while maintaining a positive outlook, you're demonstrating professionalism and resilience. These qualities not only make your daily work more enjoyable, but also position you as a valuable team member who can thrive in any environment. So embrace the rules, find your unique way to shine within them, and keep that positive attitude. It's a powerful combination for success as a service advisor. Now, if you're a service manager striving to cultivate a top-performing team of service advisors, you need Rose Plus, the revolutionary software that transforms attitude into measurable success. With seamless integration into your existing systems, Rose Plus provides comprehensive insights into advisor performance and department efficiency. Harness the power of data to boost team morale, enhance customer interactions, and drive profitability. Rose Plus is your key to unlocking the full potential of your service team. Visit www.m5ms.com to learn more and request a demo today by filling out our free consultation form. Now, before we go, it's time for this week's homework. We've created a comprehensive guide for service managers on implementing a positive attitude culture in your department. It's available in the show notes and on our website, www.m5ms.com, under the Driving Insights section. You'll see the episode list and a link to download the guide, which includes pro tips, tripping points, and thought starters for each step in the process. So that's it for today's episode. I hope you've enjoyed it and thank you for listening. I've been your host, Tim Harkins, brand manager here at M5 Management Services. As always, if you have any questions or topic suggestions, or may be interested in how M5 could help your fixed operations department, please contact us on our website, www.m5ms.com. Make sure to tune in next time, where we'll talk about more industry topics that will help drive your fixed operations department to increased efficiency, customer retention, and long-term profitability. Thank you, everyone. This has been Driving Insights.